Hello. I was walking through the market the other day and I stumbled upon these beautiful poblano peppers. I want to show you these close up. These babies are, they're like perfect. So, firm, nice shape, nice size. We're going to stuff these. And obviously there's a lot of ways to stuff these. I've done them hundreds of different ways. Today we're going to do them with meat, rice, spices, and it'll be finished with a tomato sauce. Kind of a fusion recipe. Poblano is a southwestern pepper used heavily in Mexico. However, I'm going to do a little bit of a European twist to it. So we'll show you this in just a minute. I'm going to show you all the ingredients, stuff them. We're going to roast them in the oven, and then we're going to add a nice sauce to finish. And seasonal ingredients are possibly the best way to go when you're shopping and deciding what to buy. So walk in the market, see what looks good, see what's on sale. This is the beginning of the season for poblanos. I like them. It's kind of a mild, spicy, tangy pepper. It's good for you too. Okay, the ingredients I'm going to be using today to stuff these peppers. We've got some fresh ground beef. We've got some ground pork. Got a couple of whole eggs. I have some dried basil. A little bit of fresh oregano. It's looking good. I've got some onions, brown rice, about a cup and a half is fine. And we're going to put a couple of plum tomatoes. Of course, salt and pepper as well. Gotta have salt and pepper. And I'm not going to show you all the steps to these peppers because you can figure it out. We're cooking the rice, we're sauteing the onions. I'm going to put it all together in a bowl and stuff the peppers. So I'll be back. Okay, I've got the sauteed ground pork, onions, basil, oregano right here. We're going to be adding the beef to this mixture, and the rice is still cooking. Okay, we browned our ground beef. We're going to be adding our ground beef. Of course, it's been drained off. We don't want too much fat in there. And besides the ground beef, now we're going to be adding some other ingredients here. Once this cools a little bit here, we're going to be putting tomatoes. Got the fresh oregano, some more pepper, fresh ground pepper. This is a blend of 4 different peppercorns. A little more sea salt. And we're going to give it a tasting. After we do the tasting, we're going to add some eggs, some breadcrumbs, and we'll be just about ready to stuff these poblanos. Alright, here's the mixture so far. It's looking pretty good. We still need to add our rice, our eggs, a couple of breadcrumbs. When I'm roasting things, sometimes I like to use these hotel pans. A big hotel pan like this is perfect for roasting all kinds of different things, chickens, turkeys, whatever. And I've got a non-stick Silpat liner in here, silicone liner. It's going to be easier to clean up. So we're going to do our peppers in here today. Also I wanted to show you this because this is where the rice is going to cool off. Alright, this brown rice is finished cooking. Sometimes I use arborio rice as well. The main thing is you want to cook it till it's a little al dente on the moist side. Almost done. And the reason we're doing that is because it's cooking again inside the peppers for quite a long time. But nothing worse than undercooked rice. Okay, here's the rice. Spread it out. Let it cool. And while we're doing this, of course, we remove the bay leaf. Alright, I'm going to do a little tasting of this mixture here. Pretty good. Might put a touch more salt in there. And the rice that we cooked earlier and cooled off was very easy to get into the mixing bowl off this Silpat. It's another nice thing about the non-stick liner. Look at that. Dump it right in and you're done. We're going to be using this pan to roast the peppers in, and this mixture is just about ready here. Mix it up. There's quite a bit. There might be a little extra here. It doesn't fit in the peppers. We'll use in something else. Okay, a couple of eggs go in here. Mix it up. and you want the mixture to hold together. So if it doesn't hold together, then we're going to add a little bit of breadcrumbs as a binder. And there you go. Okay, we're adding a few breadcrumbs. Mix it up. And once more, we're going to do a tasting. Oh yeah, it's binding together nicely now. And this is going to stuff better in the peppers. We're putting some cheese too. The cheese usually goes on the top. Sometimes we put it inside as well. Oh yeah, that's good. Okay, this is looking good. That's the finished mixture here. There you go. All right, when we're using these poblanos, there's two ways. We can either cut the top off like this, just round and round, and stuff them, or we can split them in half. I'm going to actually do both today. Show you this here. The seeds can be spicy, so usually we take the seeds and we bang them out. We get the seeds out of the pepper, and then this pepper here is ready to stuff. Okay, just like that. The other way we're going to do it is we're going to use a Santoku knife, and we're going to split them in half very carefully so that they can accept a lot of stuffing. Just like this. Okay, these will be stuffed right here, and repeat. Okay, notice I'm wearing these gloves today. Sometimes these peppers get a little bit hot and spicy, and you want to be careful you don't rub your eyes or touch yourself. It might burn a little. So the glove kind of helps prevent you from getting burned, and it's more sanitary, of course, too, especially if you use single use like what I do. I use them and I pitch them. Okay, we're stuffing this pepper here. I want to get a lot of filling in there. This is going to look really cool. After it's roasted, we're going to cut it in half and do a presentation with it. Okay, so this one's all done, just like that. Set it on the Silpat mat there. All right, these other ones are going to be stuffed just like this. Just pack it in. Just want a nice portion, like so. A portion size for this would be 2 pieces, of course, but there you go. So we're going to roast these for a while, and like I said, we're going to put a little cheese and tomato sauce on it. And that's all there is to it. I'll be back to show you the end of them and how we plate them up after they bake in the oven. We're going to bake these approximately 375 degrees until they're slightly brown, and that's it. There you go. Okay, done with these knives. Wash them off, put them back in the block, and here's the peppers. We'll be baking these at around 375, maybe half an hour. They get a little brown. Then we're going to be adding a little bit of a tomato puree around them, and finishing with the little cheese at the end. So after they bake about halfway, we're going to add the tomato sauce and a little cheese. Okay, here's the peppers. They're about halfway done, and they've been baking for a little while. I did put a splash of water in there. To show you the next step, I've got a crushed tomato or tomato puree, doesn't really matter. Put a little basil and oregano in there. Put a little bit of tomato sauce over each one, just like this. And then we're going to put them back in the oven with a light covering. You can use aluminum foil if you want to. I usually use another pan right on the top here. And this whole one we're going to do a little differently. But now one more thing I'm going to do is a little bit of cheese. Got a little bit of mozzarella cheese. Let's go right over the top. And we're going to garnish this a little more with some Reggiano later. Just like this. Okay? These go back in the oven about another half hour or so until they're done. No matter what, you got to cook them till they're done. Okay? Okay, here's the finished peppers. They just came out of the oven. They look pretty good, and we're going to plate them up with a little more tomato sauce on the plate, a little more cheese on top of them as a garnish, and you got it right there. Okay, if you're serving these stuffed peppers individually, you can do a little garnish like this. We're going to take this plum tomato and just make a small decorative kind of crown out of it. And we're going to put that on the plate along with just a few baby greens. Some mesclun greens here as a garnish. And it's going to look pretty good with just this right here, and serving just one pepper. There you go. There you go, like that. So that's my finished plate. Touch of Parmigiano Reggiano, and you got it right there. Stuffed poblano. Yeah. I'll show you one more presentation, and then we'll wrap this up. Use a large plate, put a little hot tomato sauce on there. Move it around just a bit. We're going to cut one of these poblano peppers in half. Just going to cut it right in half. We're going to serve the whole thing. So this one, presentation is going to be a little bit different just because of the fact that it's completely stuffed. Let's serve this one like this, standing up a little, and a little bit of Reggiano cheese grated right on top. That's it. Hope you enjoyed the presentation. Stuffed poblanos. Check it out. And be sure to visit the website for knives, butcher blocks, cheese graters, tongs, ladles, spatulas, anything else you need, and tell them that the chef sent you, and I can keep these videos going. So there you have it, stuffed poblanos, two ways. The first one right here, we've got just a single pepper, little Reggiano cheese, little tomato garnish, little mesclun greens. Looks pretty good. And the second one, we've got the whole pepper. Again, that's Reggiano cheese, little tomato sauce as a garnish, whole pepper standing up. Looks pretty good. Be sure to visit your sponsor, chefdepot.com. Pick up some knives there, butcher blocks, tongs, ladles, spatulas, cheese graters, you name it, and then we can keep these videos going. Have a great day.